So we're gonna give it a few minutes and then we'll get started.
Hey y'all. I don't know if y'all can hear me, but good evening. Okay, I guess y'all can hear me. I hope y'all doing all right.
Yes.
I'm gonna
All
get
right. So welcome to Hurt to Heal podcast. We're truly honored and excited to have you join us. This space is created with compassion, with purpose, and healing in mind to support, uplift, and walk you in your journey. Thank you for being here. I am so honored and excited to have Miss Tanisha Williams joining me tonight. Thank you so much, ma'am.
thank you, Mama B. I appreciate you.
So we're gonna tell some people about you, right?
Yes, let's do it.
All right. So Miss Tanisha Williams is a survivor and an advocate dedicated to breaking the silence around childhood abuse through her journey of healing and resilience. She has found she has found purpose in empowering others with education, awareness, and support. Tanisha is the founder of an emerging nonprofit organization focused on prevention, healing, resources, and creating safe spaces for survivors to share their stories. Her mission is to inspire, hope, and remind others that their past does not define their future. Hello, Tanisha, and thank you for being here with us tonight. And let's tell your story.
I'm nervous as I wanna be. but
That's all right. Just go ahead and take your time and just speak your story. It's okay. It's not a rush.
right. So y'all, before I start, I would like to start off in prayer. God, I invite you into this space tonight. I ask that you lead my words with only your thoughts and yours alone. I ask that you heal what's inside of me and all others that feel the pains that I feel in anything that they're going through, anything that we're battling. I ask that you ease the weights, you remove them, you follow, you go ahead of us, prepare the paths, and give me the words to speak tonight. Amen.
Amen. You ready?
All right. So y'all, I did write a couple notes, so you might see me look down because I don't want to be all over the place for y'all. So today I decided I'm gonna share a few words, a little bit of my truth. I'm gonna give it to you guys raw. I'm not gonna be too detailed because I don't want to relive it. I just want to get it out and address it. The silence, it doesn't protect the victims, it protects the abuser. For so long they just walk around free all of our lives. We have to see them every day. Not every day, but you know what I'm saying, in the everyday life.
Take your time.
So for me, I was raised by everybody. Everybody, I guess, loved me. I was the first niece, the first granddaughter, the first daughter, the first, I guess, all of that. But when you're the first, it becomes everybody, I guess, love you. So you passed around from house to house. And that's all right until it's not. Um, for me, I was passed around from house to house because my mom was on drugs. My grandmother mostly raised me. My dad wasn't really around. I learned later in life why. I'll get to that, but nonetheless, he wasn't there. He wasn't around, and I guess when you growing up and you don't really have either parent, but you got everybody else trying to fill in the voids. Um, mostly was raised with my grandmother. She pretty much came in and got me, and that left me feeling a way, I guess, too, because it's like I have four. It was four of us, so what made me important, what made me the one that they had to get, because then the rest of them were left there. So yeah, I was taken out of it, and I didn't have to deal with it as much, but it still left the guilt of my brothers and sisters still having to deal with it. And my mom, she wasn't always bad. That was my baby. I love my mama. Um, when she was sober, she was the mother that we loved. She used to knit pillows. She used to cook a lot. She still cooks a lot. That's all she loved to do is grill. But she was the mom. But when she wasn't, and when the drugs took in, it's like she was nowhere around. I remember like times of, none of this is even in the script, but I remember times my grandmother would take me to like just places, just begging for her to come, and she wouldn't come, and she wouldn't come. But I knew she still loved me. I knew she loved me, and it was something at that time. I didn't understand what it was. I was so young, but hold on, y'all. All right, I know. All right, so it just left you feeling away. Like I knew she loved me, but she couldn't really be there. And people don't realize it's an addiction. And addictions, they take over your mind. They take over your ability to think for yourself. So it's not anything that she was doing out of spite. It wasn't anything she was doing because she didn't love me. It's not anything she was doing because she didn't want to be there. I know she did, and she was when she was, but when she wasn't, I could feel it. Um. So, anyways, being passed around, everything, like I said, was good till it wasn't. And I remember, like, the first time I was so young, like, I really, honestly, I swear to God, I can't even remember exactly how young I was, but I think I was about 5. And I really didn't even want to go into detail, but I was like, I don't even remember. I don't remember how young I was, but I remember him standing behind me in the cracks of the door, and he would make me watch my parents. Well, it was my mom and my stepdad at that time. He would make me watch them watch porn. Make me while he touched me. He would stand behind me. I was so young. I don't know how old I was. I don't remember, but I remember the feeling of it. I remember the house. I remember it Ezra Street. I remember in the corners. I remember how the door separated the living room from the hallway. I remember those memories that even from a young age. Mm-mm.
It's okay. It's okay. It's not a rush. Whatever you feel like talking about, just go ahead and talk. If you don't want to, that's fine too. This is your process of healing. And I'm proud of you for just speaking this part. So if you want to skip that part and go to the next, it's fine. Don't let this break you.
I'm okay. Uh, so like I said, I didn't really want to go into too much detail on what happened, but I am gonna speak of their names. I'm gonna free that off of me. I'm not doing it in spite. I'm not doing it to hurt them. I'm not doing it to hurt their family. I'm doing it because there could be others. Well, I know there's others. I'm not even gonna say there could be others. Me and my sister have the same two abusers. I have additional ones, but to say the least, I'm open and I'm willing to speak for myself. I'm willing to speak for her and the others. So, oh Lord, y'all. I wrote a book. I'm writing a book. I'm almost done. I told myself I was gonna be done by today, but let me tell y'all, it's deeper than what I thought, and it ain't. It didn't happen. I'm almost there, but I did choose an insert that I wrote to them. Um, I dedicated my book to my abusers. I don't know if that's crazy. I don't know. I don't know if it makes sense. It really don't matter, but that's what it is.
If it helps you to heal, it's not crazy
Exactly.
because that's your way of releasing that pain. And
Yeah.
if that helps you release that pain, release it
Yeah.
and be proud of what you're doing.
And so before I get into it, as I did say, me and my sister does have the two same abusers, and woo, today's her birthday, so I hope this helped her heal a little bit. And she did give me permission to speak of it. She gave me permission to say their names as well for her as well. So I would like to tell her that I love you, and I'm speaking for me, and I'm speaking for you and all the others that are hurting and behind the closed doors, all the ones that want to speak that are scared to speak. I'm speaking for you too. I'm speaking for the ones that feel like they can't speak up because of family members may be upset. I'm speaking for the ones that are hurting in the background. I'm speaking for all the ones that have already inboxed me and told me their stories. I'm speaking for all of you tonight. So I'll start. And I'm gonna read this one by paper so y'all don't look at me crazy because this is important and it's straight from the book. For so long I was silent. For so long I carried shame that was never mine to carry. I wore a mask for the world while a wounded child lived inside me, unheard and unseen. This book is my unmasking. I was molested by my uncle, Joseph Tanner. He was the ones behind the doors making me watch my parents watch porn. He's also the one that molested my sister. At such a young age, I don't understand how you could be attracted to not only children, but to your own nieces. Whew. And inappropriately touched by my stepfather, Tyrone Chapman, and also Larry Sean Jackson. These men, who should have been protectors, but instead became predators. Their actions stole pieces of my innocence and left wounds I carried for years in silence. For years, fear kept me quiet. Fear of judgment, fear of disbelief, fear of facing the pain all over again. But today I chose to tell my story. Oh, not for sympathy, but for freedom. Not just for me, but every person who has been hurt in the shadows and feels too broken to speak. This is not a story of defeat. This is a story of survival, of resilience, of rising from the ashes of trauma to become something stronger than I ever thought I could. I am no longer a victim. I am a victor. I will heal out loud. I will never again be silenced. If you too carry unspoken pain, know this: your voice matters, and you are not alone. I say this with strength, with trust, and love. Whew. That's the first time I ever spoke their names out loud. And to be honest, I sent my stepdad the link to watch this too, and I pray he's here. I told him how I felt. I sat there and I wrote a long message. And I wrote to him and I told him exactly how he made me feel, exactly how I felt growing up, how it made me feel less than who I know I could have been, who that I was. It got like when you when you're constantly abused by people that love you, or they can't love you, by people that's supposed to love you, people that's supposed to be there for you, it makes you feel like it's nothing, like nobody really, you can't trust anybody. It's like they can be there, they can say they love you, they can, but you never really trust anybody, and it affects you so much in life, not just from there, but just imagine carrying a weight from a child all the way up. I'm 32 years old. I can't even, like I said, I can't remember the first time it happened. I probably was 5. That was over 20 years ago that I've been carrying this weight. And it's not easy. It wasn't easy. It made me do so many things that I've done to myself, so many things that I've betrayed myself. I was out here doing OnlyFans. I didn't care who saw it. I swear to God I didn't. I was on here. Boy, I was naked on the internet. I'm talking about showing whatever. I didn't care. I didn't care who seen it. My dad, my mom, I didn't care. It's like I just felt like I thought I had control. I felt like I was controlling myself. I felt like I had the power. I felt like it was mine. I got into dancing. I was out here stripping. I even got into BDSM. Like, it came to the point where it wasn't even for me, it was for the power of it. Like, I was literally addicted to the power that I thought I had. Uh, I remember, like, it, and it's crazy because I'm sitting here, I'm exposing myself while I'm exposing them, but at the same time, it's like it's all one, and it all boils down to one thing. Like, it's all one. Like, man, I was out here, like, seriously, I had people asking me to torture them, people asking me to, like, just do stuff to them, and I was just I enjoyed it because I felt like I was getting even. I felt like the pain that I was inflicting on others, that I was getting back at the ones that hurt me. And even though it was consensual, even though they asked me to do these things, that's not like, who wants to do stuff like that? Like, that's not, it's not even in my character for real. I was never even that person. My daddy a pastor. Like, oh no, it's just you belittle yourself so much. You make yourself feel so small. You think that you're not worth anything. You think you're not worthy. And truth be told, it wasn't even my pain. It wasn't even mine to carry. It wasn't. I shouldn't even have to do that as a child, as a teenager, as an adult. That's nothing that I should have ever had to carry. And it's not okay. And it goes on and on and on. And people say, why didn't you tell? Why didn't this? Do you not think that I did? Like, they don't, man. I remember, like, the first time Uncle Sean was the first one, I believe. I say JoJo, and he probably was, but Uncle Sean is the first one that I told. He's the first one that I told about, because I was too young to comprehend JoJo. I didn't know what that was. I didn't understand it. But as Sean, I know I was old enough. I remember it like yesterday. I was sitting in that living room, and I was watching TV. I was up. I was probably the only one up. I remember everybody laying right there on the floor. I was always the late bird. I loved to sit up, watch Jerry Springer, Lifetime. Like, ain't had no sense. that young, and I still do. I still sit and watch Lifetime all the time. Like I ain't got no sense.
Girl,
But
I'm like that at Christmas time. I understand.
come on, and they play the same movies all the time. But nonetheless, I was sitting up and I'm watching TV, and he comes over to me. And this is my uncle, so I'm not thinking nothing. And he comes over and he's trying to grab my breast. And he's like, "Girl, you feeling out well for a young girl." Like, that don't even make sense. It don't even make sense. And I remember kicking him. Like, they had those heaters back in the day, those old heaters, the ones where you get hot, you touch it, you gonna know you touched it. And I remember kicking him into the heater, and I ran. I ran into my cousin's room to get the phone. I got the phone, and I ran into the bathroom. I locked the door, and I called my grandma. And I still remember that number. Like, I swear to God, I still remember that number to this day, and I was so young. It was a house phone. It's crazy what you remember when your mind have to know it.
Yes.
And and I called her, and she was there in 15 minutes. I swear to God, she was there to come get me, and she was not playing. She was there. I swear she was. She came and she got me, and she asked me what's wrong, what happened. I told her what happened, and she was like, "All right, I'm gonna deal. Don't say nothing. Just hold on. I'm gonna deal with it. Don't say nothing." I don't know what she was gonna deal with, but I never said nothing. But it was never dealt with either. It just carried on. It just went. It was never dealt with. Nothing ever happened to this man, and I know it was so many others.
So how
I'm not
long
gonna
did
tell their
you
story. I'm not gonna say their names because it's not mine to tell. But
how
there's so
long did you
many
go through
others.
that? How long did you go through that?
It was only once with each one. It wasn't an
And that was one
ongoing
time too
thing.
much.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't like anything ongoing. It was, with JoJo, I don't really remember. Like I said, but that one time sticks in my head. I'm standing in that door and having to see what I saw. That is the memory that triggered it in my head with him. Um, with my stepdad, I never even imagined him to. That was my dad. Like, that's literally that's who we had at the time. Like, he was there. He took
You
care of
felt
us.
like
He
he
made
was
sure
your
we ate.
protection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He made sure we ate. He gave us a roof over our head. We had plenty of vacations. We did so much. He made sure we was okay. And so I don't understand how it was. I don't know why. I don't know how. I remember my mom going to jail. And she was in jail. And it was around Christmas time. And he was all we had. Like, that was my dad. He made sure we was all right. He took us to this. It was like, man, if you seen it from the outside, it was like this ran down looking shack in downtown Atlanta. But when you got an inside, it was like all these games. It was pinball. It was all this stuff. It was one of his friends from a car dealership or so. I don't know. Some guy, title place. I don't even remember. But it was a guy, and he had this dope house in the inside. But from the outside, you literally would think it was just a ran down shack in downtown. And he took us there, and the man gave us these gift cards, gave us money, and we had fun. He took us, and we got back home and everything was good. Like, we had so much fun that day. Despite my mom being gone, he made sure we was all right. He made sure we had a good day. And, and then he called me. I don't know why he would call me. He called me down there. And he's just talking, like, just casually talking. It wasn't anything. It was like nothing that I could just remember. It was just conversation. And he reaches up and he's just, again, just trying to grab my breast. I don't know what it is in my breast. I don't know. I don't know. He grows up and he's just trying to grope me. And at this point, I'm old enough. I'm like, hold on, what are you doing? Like, nah. I'm probably like 14. Probably like 14 because I had to be like 14. So I'm like, well, no, what are you doing? Like, get back. And he stopped. He didn't try anymore. Like, he's quit. And at that time, it hadn't already happened twice and nothing had happened. Ain't nobody do anything about it. So it's like, what's the point of saying anything now? What y'all gonna do now? It's just like me telling again, and nobody's gonna be there to protect me. Nobody did anything then. And it's like, I don't know. So, and he's literally who am I gonna tell when he's all we have? He's the only person taking care of us at this time. And it's like, I don't know. But it wasn't, I didn't feel like it was big enough to tell and risk us not having anybody to take care of us while my mama was gone. Because Lord knows what would have happened then. So that was that. And it just went on. I just left it alone. I just never said anything about it. It was that. And to be honest, it probably never would have came out. I probably never would have said anything, and I probably would have never known that my sister had the same two abuses as me. I know that she had JoJo because she literally came to me and told me that. She woke me up out of my sleep with that. But I would have never known about Tyrone if I would have never spoken up. And that's why I tell y'all, it's man, the silence does not protect us. It doesn't. Being quiet does not protect us. It doesn't protect anybody before us. It isn't going to protect anybody after us. It didn't protect you, and it ain't going to protect them. And it literally took just this year. This is recent. This is very recent, where I literally just now spoke up. It took for me to get sick. I was home. I was sick. I was sick for 3 days straight. I couldn't eat. I was losing weight. I couldn't drink. I had to go to the hospital. They tell me there ain't nothing wrong. What it is, I don't know. They gave me some morphine, doped me up. So guess what? I ain't feel no pain then. All the pain was in my stomach. That's where all the pain was at. I felt all the pain in my stomach, but I didn't know what it was. They didn't either.
Mm-hmm.
So I went home, doped up on the morphine. I was all right then. I was ready to clean the house, do whatever, cook dinner, who it don't matter. And then when it goes down, you go to sleep and you feeling it. You feeling all those pains again. And I'm like, what is going on? Like, what's going on? I sleep through it. I wake up and I just see all of their faces for the first time. All of their faces is just there. It's just there. And it was on me bad. Like, it was on me. I couldn't, like, oh, it was hurting so bad. That was the first time it ever happened in my whole life. I still don't know what triggered it to this day. I don't know what triggered it.
Well, it may be the fact that it was time for you to speak, right? And God gave you that voice.
Yeah.
And because He wanted you to say it and heal out loud, that was that. You know how they say sometimes you birth things? Maybe it was time for you to birth that healing instead of continually holding it in because it was literally killing you. And let me put this disclaimer out, I am not a therapist, but I want people to be able to heal out loud on this platform. I'm proud of you for speaking your truth. Don't blame yourself for what happened. It was their fault.
Mm.
You should hold your head up high for what you're doing right now because you're probably opening the door for so many people that's been going through this and are going through this and never felt like they could speak. So for you to speak your truth, I honor you so much that you need to keep telling your story because you're going to bless so many young people out here
Yeah.
that's going through this right now. So don't feel ashamed about your journey. I hate that you went through it, but just know you got people out here that love you and hugging on you right now. letting you know that you're not alone. By no means. Just know that. So let's talk a little bit more. Tell me about how was your faith and spiritual beliefs while you were going through this hardship?
To be honest, it was that. It was that really brought me out of it. I remember that it was New Year's. I was ready for my next show. I had literally just got my little order from Shein, my little outfit, my little boots. They had just came in and I was gonna get ready for that show. And it was about to be New Year's, right in Raleigh, North Carolina. And something told me to go to church for New Year's. I had been to church in so long. I had been to church in so long. So I went to church and I went to my home church for some reason. A little small church, right? And and it was fine. All of my little family was there. And I remember Minister said she went to singing. I still don't even remember the song she was singing, but baby, it broke me down. It broke me down so bad. I was in there crying. I was crying bad. My auntie Kathy was just rubbing me to my you it hurt on it. She funny. She told me it hurt on it. How you feel? Talking so much junk. I'm just crying. I don't even know how to get it out. I'm like, Lord, I done did so much. Just help me. And I'm just crying. And that was the beginning of, I guess, the end of that phase of it. That was I didn't never do that next show, to say the least.
That
Um,
was the beginning of your awakening.
yeah, it definitely woke me up. From there, I just church hopped around a lot, and I found Dream Center, and oh, I spent so much time there. Dream Center, like they made me cry every Sunday. I swear, I don't know if it's just natural or what, but baby, that man be speaking, and it felt like he's speaking directly to you. It brought so much. I was hurting so bad and I didn't even realize it. And that's really where it stopped me from. It just brought out so much. I would go and I didn't care. I would cry at the altar. I didn't care who saw it. As loud as I was with the disrespect on OnlyFans and all on my story, I wanted to be the same loud with my praise. I wanted to be the same loud with God. Please help me bring me out of this. And that's what I did. I just kept following him. And even through the bad days, I still been going to church
That's
though.
it. That's
I'm
it.
back at my home church, but I'm still going though. Lord. And I will say, y'all, I know it might sound crazy. They act like it's a taboo in our community. It's not. Go get therapy. Get therapy. It's much needed. I don't care what they say. It's not, it can be expensive, but it doesn't have to be there. It has so many different avenues. You can reach out. Your insurance covers some of them. They have some that are for low income. There's so many different avenues, so many different things that you can do to get therapy, get help. It don't matter. Speak to somebody, speak to them. For me, I was blessed. I was blessed with my pastor. I didn't even know my pastor was a counselor, but guess what? He'd be right there. He'd be right there. I'm talking about I'll be going through it sometimes. I still be going through it sometimes. As I go through my faith, and he's still right here. Like, God is not gonna leave you. It don't matter. Even when you feel like you're alone, like even when what they say in other footprints, when you only see one and you think you by yourself, it's really him carrying you because you couldn't carry yourself. I promise. Because baby, it been so many times where I didn't know how I was gonna carry, how I was gonna go on.
You better
Where
say that. Yes, it is.
yes, trust in that Bible, read your Bible, get help, tell your story, tell your truth. Don't let people victimize you. Don't I know it's hard. I promise you it was hard today. It took all these years, over 20 years. But speak your truth, man. And it gets you healing. Like today, back then, me and my dad, like I said, my dad wasn't around. Today, that's my best friend. Like it helps you heal. You heal relationships. You heal different things. I got baptized. I got baptized February 4th of last year. It's just over a year, and I'm still here. I'm still going. And
That's
I promise
awesome.
you, yeah,
Congratulations.
thank you.
Continue to just congratulate
Yeah.
yourself and continue to
And
praise.
And don't think that just when you get baptized, everything gonna be gold after that. Cause no, that's when it's gonna hit you even more. You gonna feel it because they know that you trying and you trying when you trying to go the right way. That's when all everything else comes. It's gonna follow, but stick to the path, follow His ways, and just follow your heart, follow your truth. If you have something to say, you need help. If you want to speak up, I'll be here with you. I can walk with you. I can help you. Like Miss Mama B said, I am starting a nonprofit. We're working on it. It's called Praying Authority Co. We focus on not sweeping it under the rug and leaving God's children alone. We plan to we're going to have coloring books. They're going to teach the children their safe spaces. They're going to teach them their no spaces. We're going to go around. I plan to go around to different schools, different churches, different community events, and teach these children awareness and prevention, what not to, what's not safe to touch and what is okay. So they know the safe touch and what's acceptable. Because even at home, it happens. And it literally is it's usually family, not strangers. I will say that all of my abusers were family, not strangers. So don't send your kids to everybody's house. Yes. But we can't hear you, Mama B.
Can you hear me now?
We can hear you.
Okay, we having some technical difficulty, but we're gonna go through. We're gonna make it through. So, what does letting go mean to you?
I feel like for me, letting go, like I really ain't letting go to now. Like I feel like I probably just let go now.
Well,
Like
that's
to be
awesome.
honest with you, I can't sit there and tell you, oh, I've been did it, so this is what you need to do. No, I didn't. I really didn't feel free till tonight when I literally just spoke their names, and I opened up so much because I know that if my words if me opening up opened up just at least for one more person to speak up, one more person to say something, one more person to heal, then that'll be just enough for me. Like you just gotta let it go and just when you I'll say you won't ever forget it, but you have to forgive it. You got to forgive for yourself in order for you to heal. You don't have to forgive them, but you forgive the situation and you forgive so you can grow.
Exactly. You are
Don't
exactly
care
right.
like
It's not about them at this point. It's about you.
yeah, because
It's
you're
about
giving them
your
the power
healing.
if you
That's it.
continue
And
to
they do
like.
not deserve the power over you at all. They don't deserve the power of your healing, your destiny, your walk, anything. So I still, and I will tell you this over and over again. I am so proud of you. And
Thank
it just know that through this walk, if you need somebody to walk with you or just to talk to or to yell and just say I just need to let it go, I'm a phone call away.
you. Hmm.
And I am so proud of you. So I I'm so proud of the fact that you're allowing yourself to find purpose through this healing.
Hmm.
So what other things do you feel that you can say, or what is it that you can say or tell someone right now to help them speak their truth?
I would tell them it's not your pain. It's not your pain to carry, but because you did, you carry that pain. You didn't carry it for only yourself. God did not give it to you for no reason. He gave it to you because you were strong enough to use that pain to build yourself up and to help someone else. There's someone else going through the same exact things you went through or that you are currently going through. And it's up to us to break the cycles is if it continues and you just let it continue and especially if you know that it's going on and you continuously letting it go on and you're not speaking up, then at that point you're part of the problem. So I just say speak up, open up. If you see something, say something. Because the silence, like I said, it doesn't protect the victim, it protects the victim.
And I love that if you see something, say something. And that should be the motto. If you see it, say something so we can break this cycle. It's time for us to break the cycle.
Yeah.
Um, so many young people and even some adults are going through it. And
Hmm.
they've been afraid to speak their truth.
Yeah.
And sometimes you can't speak to a family member. Sometimes you have to go outside of that.
Yeah.
Just, and just speak to somebody until they hear you.
Don't
Because a
ever
lot of
shut
times
up.
people want to hide it.
Silence. Don't be
Right.
silent.
People want to hide it. Like you said, family members want to hide it. Don't say
Yeah.
anything. We don't want, excuse me, that look bad in the family and stuff.
Yeah.
It's not about the family. It's
Right.
about you. So continue to speak your truth.
Yes.
So, is there anything, excuse me, is there anything else you'd like to say?
I just would like to thank everyone, each and every one of you, for coming here today. I would like to thank Mama B for having me on to give me the opportunity to finally speak out, to say what I have to say, to speak my truth. Whew. I would like to thank my mama for being around, for bringing me into this life, and my dad. Thank you for my grandmother for raising me up, and all of my village that are currently villaging right now while we on a new journey. I wasn't gonna say, but now we're gonna get a new journey of Mama Nisha. So we're gonna see how that goes. We're gonna experience it and just pray for the best. And that's what we gonna do, y'all. So I felt like we had to break these curses before my little blessing gets here, cause I ain't gonna play about mine. So that's that, y'all. And I really thank y'all for coming. I pray that we all get healing. I pray that everyone that needs to speak up, speak out. My inbox is open. Y'all can reach out to my email. It's prayerandauthorityco@gmail.com. You can reach out to me at Tanisha Williams on Facebook. I'm at Trucker Sue on TikTok, y'all. So I'm all around the block. If you want to help donate to the nonprofit we are trying to build, we're in the upcoming. You can cash app to Pray and Authority Co. And that's that for today. I love you guys so much. And I thank each and every one of y'all for coming and taking this time with me. And happy birthday to my sister. Let's
Yes,
heal,
happy
baby.
birthday. And thank you for allowing your sister to help you heal too. Thank you for joining us on the Hurt to Heal podcast. I am grateful for your continued support. Remember, it's okay to hurt out loud and heal out loud because someone cares. If you're interested in being a guest or supporting the podcast, or even trying to reach out to some of the guests that's been on, you can reach us from hurt to healed, and that's the number two healed at gmail.com. So for everyone that is listening, thank you so much. God bless, and let's keep healing out loud. Good night. Thank you, Tanisha.